Greetings, community, and welcome to Entropy and Comics. Nope. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. My name is Kevin, and this is Entropy and Comics, and this is also Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day 1/14, 2026. I appreciate each and every single one of you that cruise on through. I truly do. And without you, it would be only half as much fun as it truly is. And I want to just say, hey, thank you for tuning in, and take a moment, actually, for those who tune in on the live, and say hi. Hey, Las Cruces. And oh, no, Jag. You be Las Cruces. Great job, Jag. I appreciate you tuning in. Dude, you're awesome. I appreciate you truly. And to start off this week with this week's most anticipated read is IDW. That's right. IDW is first starting off with Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring, issue number 5. I really been enjoying the series. It's been ramping up. It's been interesting to see how Samantha has been just luring in the innocent individuals into a real virtual Berenstein Bear hell. I mean, this is insanely awesome, and I can't get enough. And I'm really looking forward to this ultimate battle that's going to be coming out in DC, because Samantha is going to be a part. Now, that stated, Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, first started off a couple of years ago with Patrick Horvath's imaginary anamorphic tale of a serial killer. And it is just amazingly told, and by him also drawn. And it really draws you in, because the contrasts of what you're seeing as far as the presentation and what you're getting as far as the ultimate slaughter of so many innocents is amazingly done. Beneath the Trees and Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring is just a second volume, not just, but it does branch off further and give depth to the character and further slaughter into a story that's very well told. Let's move out from Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, issue number 5, and talk about TNMT, issue number 14. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was brought to us again in issue number 1, as it was retold by Jason Aaron. It gave us a great presentation of how it wanted to retell the tale of these turtles, but in a more present-day format. Where have we evolved from where we first were? And in its de-evolution in form, where did the turtles go and where are they now? And as we see in the first 8 issues, as it takes for all of them to kind of get together, we see that without each other, that there is significant undoing. Even though when we see what they're with each other, it seems like there's significant undoing. We learn that they're not only interdependent upon one another, but how much they truly do love one another. And that was brilliantly told by Jason Aaron. I was concerned with its new telling and its new art, its new story, everything involved, how this was going to be. And all we're getting is a considerable amount of more kineticness and adventure that's now picking up in the TMNT story. I'm in issue number 14, coming out on 1/14, 2026. Let's move out from IDW and let's cruise over to Dynamite. Dynamite's going to go ahead and give us Space Ghost, issue number 7. I really dig almost anything that David Pepos is writing, even if he was writing just, I don't know, Pulp Fiction. I really dig how he presents his story. And overall, he's been fortunate enough to be able to write a lot of the stories in which that he's been dying to write in all these years that he's been writing. Meaning he's been writing Captain Planet, he's been writing Space Ghost, and Speed Racer. These are stories that not only I grew up with, but as he told me himself too, and he's been dying to write. So since then, it's been something that I enjoy reading, he enjoys writing, and there's this symbiotic symmetry that's just working out. I can't get enough. That stated, Space Ghost has a new delivery that has never been given before and a depth to the character that has never been given before. We have a retelling of a story that's been just given significant gravity to the character that was once kind of just a sideshow presentor to cartoons. I mean, what I remember growing up was nothing close to what it is now. And now that we're in deep into the second volume, we're seeing how the surrounding how say the intergalactic need for Space Ghost and his companion is so you just feel it. I mean, every time he's in every issue that you see and every page is going on, he's seemingly is about to ready to die. Cool thing is the kids and Believe keep saving him from seemingly ultimate doom. I can't get enough of Space Ghost, and issue number 7 is coming out on 1/14/2026. Let's move out from Dynamite and cruise over to Image. Image has been killing it, in my opinion, and I knew that they would be doing so. I've been talking about this for quite some time. Image is first going to start and bring us with this coming 1/14/2026 with G.I. Joe issue number 17. This Energon universe is just getting awesome in the sense of now it finally has these ultimate crossovers that we're seeing. You're seeing Transformers and G.I. Joe books. We're seeing G.I. Joe starting to bleed over into Transformers, and to a small degree. I could have swore I saw some cameos. My point being is that we're seeing what I knew was going to be in this Energon universe. What I'm waiting for is Void Rivals to go ahead and peek its head into all this stuff. I really been digging all this stuff, and I can't get enough. So really, when it comes to any one of these books, I'm always looking forward. I think the only reason why I was missing out on being my most anticipated read this week is there was something I've been talking about for probably about 3 months. That is the only reason why I beat it out. That stated, G.I. Joe and anything and everything from the Energon universe is either one of my most anticipated reads or my most anticipated read. Let's move out from G.I. Joe issue number 17 and let's cruise over to Geiger issue number 20. This second volume just keeps ramping up. And the last thing I saw, which was probably in issue 18, Redcoat showed his face, and that blew my mind. I'm like, wait, you got Junkyard Joe in there. We're now seeing a Redcoat. I swore that I was going to end up first seeing or already saw the Northerner in there. I mean, or is about to come in there? Is about to come in there because he's chasing Redcoat. I can't wait. Again, every time one of these things come out, it's like a battle between G.I. Joe, Geiger. And in the case of what I'm going to tell you, it's obvious. But yeah, I really can't get enough of either the Ghost Machine thing or the Energon thing. It's just, they're consistent, they're awesome, and I can't get enough. Highly recommend if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Geiger's the story of a man who was just trying to save his family. He went through some radioactive treatments before the big boom happened. After nuclear fallout happened, pretty much everyone was wiped out. He now absorbs radioactivity and has these neat little rods that prevent him from going boom himself. Geiger is a story of adventure, post-apocalyptic, just mayhem, and there's a slight bit of love actually dashed in there too. Highly recommend Geiger. Can't get enough. But hey, let's move out from Image Studios and cruise over to Marvel. Yeah, Marvel Studios. Let's go ahead and start off with Black Cat issue number 6. I can't get enough of Black Cat. What can I say? Now that she's tying into the slightly more Venom stuff that's going on, not directly, though, with some more Venom stuff that I'll be talking about later, but yeah, it's there and it's enough. And being that there's already the connection that we further know is with Black Cat and Mary Jane, which is always a story that I thoroughly enjoy. I can't get enough of Black Cat trying to reinvent herself, having difficulty, and it seems like she's probably going to revert back to her old ways. She's trying to be a heroine, and we'll see how that works out for her, especially when we get an anti-heroine, but definitely is a heroine because it's Mary Jane, and they're trying to portray Spider-Man, and I am thoroughly not only entertained but confused. So I'm just saying I can't wait to get my hands on Black Cat issue number 6. Let's move on from that and talk about Doctor Strange issue number 2. Now, the whole idea behind this Doctor Strange is it throws back and it's actually bringing in multiple stories. What I mean by that is we go all the way back into the Blood Hunt stuff where he ended up losing his powers. And really what we're getting is not necessarily a story of just Doctor Strange and what we normally have him as Sorcerer Supreme, but him trying to reobtain his magic and to be able to regain his title. But what he doesn't know is what's happening over on the Sorcerer Supreme side. Can't wait for those two sides to meet, and that's what we're essentially getting. What's in between? That's the filler that I'm getting. Doctor Strange issue number 2. Can't wait to get my hands on that puppy. Let's move on from that and talk about Luna Snow. I just realized I didn't even have my books. I think I got this puppy. Come on, that's oh. Definitely had the 14 of TMNT. Sorry. And then oh hey, free giveaway stuff I gotta throw at people. And then what else did I get? Oh yeah, Luna Snow. I'm getting all the rival stuff. Whenever it says Marvel Rivals, I get it. I'm getting it not as necessarily for me, but for Kai. He's been playing the game. And yeah, he likes all the covers. So I like to show it to him, then I throw them in my box. Doesn't quite make sense. Anyways, Luna Snow issue number 1. I'm kind of looking forward to it. The idea behind it, she's on tour, and there is a new villain out there that his music is so catchy that it's a crime. So I'm kind of looking forward to jumping in that. It's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and nor will I. So hey, moving out from that, let's talk about Spirits of Violence issue number 4. That is one I'm definitely taking for seriously, and Danny Ketch and everyone else is going, we got to contend with this. And the individual that it is, which we now know, is no mystery. That stated, it's really difficult for Danny to go ahead and contend with because of the direct relation that he has with this individual. And yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into this. This is the story that's been going on for like almost 2 years. Sabir Pirzadeh has been trying to tell us, and due to sometimes it's beyond your control, but Marvel sometimes will hold things back, or they're like, oh, well, we got to reschedule stuff. And oh, shoot, we forgot to put that out 3 months ago, and scheduling gets messed up. And yeah, that's been the victim of this title, is that we've been waiting 2 years for essentially 3 stories to be told. This is the 3rd volume of something that's been going on for quite some time with the Spirits of Violence stuff that we've been getting for the past 2 volumes prior, which was their Ghost Rider stories. Whew. I'm just saying that I've been really enjoying this. It's just that it's been almost like pulling teeth to get these stories out in time. I've really been enjoying it because Sabir kills it with the stories, and the art has been reflecting it really well. It's been, very dark. It's draws you in. And at times it's been really compelling because you feel bad, and you can feel that in the art for Danny and some of the other Ghost Riders. So yeah, it's been awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on issue number 4. Well, I'm just saying it's not my most anticipated rated, but it was pretty close. Let's move on from that. Let's talk about the Ultimates issue number 20. Ultimates has been awesome. It's been killing it between Endgame and Ultimates, and how all this stuff is ramping up to this crescendo of an ending that we're going to get with this Maker stuff. Yeah, I've been digging it. If you've been following it, you understand that there's been 2 months. I mean, you're probably, if you've been reading it like me, beyond the fact that the obvious of the story has been good, you're in kind of a time involvement here. If you're not enjoying it at this point, why the hell are you reading it 2 years deep? Just saying. And if you are enjoying it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Ultimates really is a story of 2 years in the making, and it takes a lot of book reading to go ahead and get through this whole thing. Do I recommend it? Yeah, if you are into reading a whole lot of story. It does tell a story of the Maker concocting basically like a 2,000-year plan, but we get it told in 2 years of remaking the universe in his own liking, and then get locked away in a time period, unfortunately, by his individuals that he made, but didn't think that would kind of revolt. That stated, kind of get a loose understanding of what I'm talking about. I really been digging this thing, and the Ultimates has been tying everything together when it comes to really telling how it all pieces together. Not directly, but loosely, and it's been a hub to everything, in my opinion, and I really thoroughly been enjoying this. However, it didn't make my most anticipated read or this week's Blue Light special. Unfortunately, that would end up going to, yeah, you caught me actually trying to do this. I end up filling it out a little bit too much. Where'd it go? There it is. This week's Blue Light special is, still getting used to this. Null is your number one. I've been waiting for this for like months. Null's back. Null's back. Did I get anything on that yet? No. No, I didn't. Get the DC. Okay. Null's back. Null is back. I can't wait. If you've been following anything that, originally it was an Aaron thing, and then after Aaron, because of his first introduction, we end up getting further development through Donny Cates of who Null is. He is the true King in Black. There's no one really, even though they hold the title, to be the true King in Black. Null's it. That's it. And now that we get his rebirth or recapture birth, or after he was incinerated, and we end up understanding the birth of Null and where he's at, how he's in his predicament situation now, and how that all ended up working out, not only for him, but for Hela and anyone else that's kind of in the realm in which that he's particularly at. I can't wait to get into this. I am a massive symbiote fan. Symbiote slut? I don't know. Call me what you want. I just can't get enough of this type of Null stuff, and here we are. Null's back. I'm just saying. That was my Blue Light special. And hey, for those of you that cruise on through, I appreciate you. Jag, as always, dude. And to the two people that are hanging out that I don't quite see, hey, I appreciate you. I truly do. And that's it for me. I know I got an outro here.